Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Glacial Geek Kill Team Battle Report. I am Phil, the Glacial Geek, coming to you here from Casa Daniel, where I am going to be fighting a very special Kill Team battle. Essentially, what has happened here on this in this manufactorium is that Janus Draik, the famous rogue trader, decided to go onto this abandoned manufactorium because it had some information that he felt he could probably sell to some Mechanicus that he had contacts with. So he arrived on the planet and decided to go down himself to get the information because it required some ciphers that he needed to put in, and he didn't trust anyone else with it. So he decided to go down and do it himself, as he always does, because he is a rogue trader and they think very highly of themselves. But of course, he brought down his ground team, his force of armsmen from his ship.
Not press ganged from.
Definitely not press ganged. Definitely totally loyalist to him.
Absolutely
no infestation. Totally voluntary. Came down here. But his armsmen came down onto this planet to guard him from any kind of problem. So they spread out to try to keep an eye on what was happening here, because there had been reports that the reason this was that people had gone missing in this sector. That's why it was abandoned. The planet itself was dealing with an Ork WAAAGH across the field. This area seemed pretty quiet. There wasn't really many orcs in the area, but patrols had gone missing, so weren't sure what was happening. So his armsmen were keeping an eye on him to make sure he'd be fine. It should be no big deal. He's just going down to get some information, and it should be fine. But that is what Snikrot wants him to think. You heard me right. Snikrot is over here, rising out of the green goo, looking onto the guardsmen that have no idea what's coming to them. As he rises up, I like to imagine it's like, what was that from? Was it Predator? Predator, when he just like rises out of there. That's what Snikrot's doing out of this green goo inside of this tank here. Who knows what it's made of? I don't think he cares.
He doesn't mind.
He doesn't mind. Rises out.
Straw for air.
Exactly. He had the little straw that he'd been sitting in there for weeks, waiting for this to happen, and rose up here, and he is going to be attacking him. So we're going to be playing a very special mission. Essentially, what's going to happen is that nobody's aware of Snikrot here. So what's going to happen is each time that Snikrot takes an action, we are going to be rolling dice to see if one of these guys gets alerted. So if you move within 12 inches of a guy, we roll a d6. On a 2+, he passes his stealth check. Essentially, we're making stealth checks on here. So on a 2+, he passes his stealth check. They're fine. But if you had moved within 6 inches of him, it's a 3-up because it's closer. You could hear your heartbeat, hear your breathing, something like that. If you make a close combat attack, it's on a 4-up.
3-up within 12 inches.
Oh, 3-up. That's right. If he's attacking, if you're getting attacked by him, you know he's there. But all units within 12 inches of that attack, he has to check for. On a 3-up, they're alerted to the battle that is occurring over there. If he kills someone in close combat,
6 inches forward.
Within 6 inches, it's a 4-up, so they can hear the gurgle as they cry out their last breath. But he's got his hand around their mouth there.
Yes.
If he throws his stick bomb, it's on a 5-up because that's the only ranged weapon that he has. Only shooting he has is a stick bomb, so it's kind of makes sense that it would be harder to keep that from being heard by other people or make it sound like something else. But there's like, the machines are still kind of running because the Mechanicus wants things to run, and it needs to pump out. Who knows what it's pumping out, but it's pumping out something. So it could be unheard. You don't know. So he could try to make it sound like a machine part going or something like that. And his whole point is he wants to kill Janus Draik. So he's going to be moving to try to kill him. Throughout this way, he's going to make his way across here, trying not to be seen, trying to kill off the guards. But his ultimate goal is to kill Janus Draik. And if he does kill him, then we roll, and on a 6-up, he alerts everyone because he has to get out of there because he doesn't want to just die. He has to roll.
Anything but a 6 there.
Yeah, anything but a 6. That's right. So, or no, wait. No, a 6-up. You have to get a 6, right?
I have to get a 6.
He has to get a 6. Yeah, 6-up. They don't hear it, but if anything else, everyone is then alerted to him and will try to kill him, is what we're going to have here. So, It's kind of a narrative, kind of fun, like move through dungeon crawl thing here with Snikrot, and trying to avoid guards, kill guards, and keep himself quiet. It's roguelike. We'll say it's a roguelike. So a tabletop roguelike is what we've got here. Rogue trader like. Oh, there you go. I like it. So we're gonna playing this rogue trader like as we go through. We do have two. We did make up two. Two stratagems that we're gonna have here, that we're gonna have access to. He is gonna have access to, what is it, 1 CP? Trap Squig. Trap Squig, essentially what it is for 1 CP, he can place a Trap Squig anywhere that he has moved. And if in my patrol, I come within 3 inches of that Trap Squig, it goes off. On a 2+, it'll do a mortal wound to any of my models that are within 3 inches there. Does the mortal wound. We'll see if they die that way. But yeah, otherwise we're going to be using the same rules for kill team, all the different things. So I got to roll to see if they're out and all that stuff. Oh, and I've got 2 CP. I've got Vox for help, which is if I spot him. So if I'm alerted, so if he fails one of those rolls for 2 CP, I can alert everyone else. And what is it on a?
It's treated as though he moved within 12.
It's treated as if he moved within 12. So if they can hear the quick vox that goes off there. Moved within 6. So it's going to be a 3 up, was it? Yeah, so a 3 up. We'll have to roll a 3 up for everybody because it went across the vox and see if you hear what is being alerted there. So that is the story. That is the mission. Before you go any further, let's just show you the 2 teams that are going to be fighting it out. So for the Astra Militarum, my kill team will consist of, from left to right here, my commander, Janus Draik. We then have my leader, who is a sergeant. We then have a sniper specialist, who is a scion gunner with a plasma gun. We have a scion gunner who's my heavy specialist with a hotshot volley gun. We then have a demolitions expert, which is a guardsman gunner with a flamer and 2 regular guardsmen. And for the orcs, he just got Snikrot. All right, so those are the 2 kill teams. You now are going to see the way it is. I've got this one guy here. He's going to be staying there, doing Overwatch over here until he is either dead or alerted.
Red shirt under all that.
Red shirt under. Yeah, he's got a red shirt undershirt over there on this ground team here. This guy here is going to be doing a lap of this L back and forth. That's going to be his walking motion here. My sniper specialist up here is going to be moving back and forth, so he'll be going 6 inches this way, back, and then 6 inches this way. My demolitions expert is just keeping an eye on the back of Drake over here, as is my leader over there, and my heavy specialist is keeping an overwatch over here. So the way we kind of thought about it is, the little grunts are closer to him. As you get closer to Drake, things are more dangerous and more serious stuff that you've got to work out there. So, and then you have some other ones where it's like you're probably not going to be able to get to him, so you just try to not to alert him, because otherwise he's got some pretty good line of sight down the way. So that is going to be deployment over here. We are now going to roll to see his initiative going in turn 1. 11 to 6, so it's going to be Snikrot's taking the initiative over here. So we'll come back to you after movement phase for Snikrot. All right, he's going to charge him. He's not alerted yet, so I do not have to roll that. So there, he is in. This is probably going to be pretty brutal. All right, so here we go. Here comes his attack. Snikrot's got 5 attacks. Hitting on 2s. Ooh, baby, that's all but 1 hit. Strength 5, so wounding on 3s. Ooh, baby, that's going to be 3 wounds.
-1.
AP -1, so we've got 3 6-up saves. No, do not make it 2 damage apiece. So that first one, see if his injury roll.
I'm
gonna be Fleshman, gonna spend CP to reroll that one.
Both dice?
Yes, because it's injury roll.
There we go.
There we go. On that, he is out. So he is killed, but I don't think anyone's within 6, is it? Or is it 12? Wait, I work it out in the close combat.
1 roll if it's 6, 2 rolls if it's 12.
Yeah, so this guy...
So we're looking for a 3-up here.
Okay, he's going to be within 12. He did kill someone, so it's going to be a 3-up for that. And he makes it with the 9, so he is unaware that his friend just got
his throat slit.
His throat slit and thrown into the vat of goo. All right, so movement phase for the Astra Militarum here. He moved his pathway back over here, looking out over this way. Because remember, this is manufactoria. Just because we're playing here doesn't mean there's nothing stuff over here. So he's got to keep his eye over there. Could be some sneaky orcs over this way. Demolitions guy is still holding his overwatch on his boss over here. He's paying the bills. Leader over here doing what all good Astra Militarum leaders do, which is stay out of line of sight and try to protect himself and ingratiate himself to the guy paying the bills. Sniper started his pathway over this way, and then he'll be moving back over this way. Heavy guy's keeping his overwatch up here, making sure he doesn't get in trouble. So that's gonna be it for the Astra Militarum there. So we are now gonna, I think we're just gonna keep going back and forth like that is the way it's working. So it's not gonna do initiative, we're just gonna keep going back and forth. So now what is Snikrot gonna do? He's going to advance 5 inches. We'll come back to you with that move. All right, so he moved over here. He just took off running when he saw the guard move around the corner here. Sprinted across, unleashing his trap squig up on top here, and then used these chains to rappel down to the ground over here, staying out of line of sight of everybody. So he did move within 6 inches of this guy over here. So you do have that one roll there. Well, 2 up. Yeah, he's good to go. So
I moved within 12 of that
3 inches. Yeah, I think it was within 6 of this guy, so it was a 3 up. So you're good there. And then this guy is a 2 up. Yeah, he's good. Ooh. Good thing he did in that order. I think that was it.
No, your leader as well.
Oh, and the leader over there as well.
2 up.
2 up. Oh, he is alerted.
Your leader.
So he's alerted. It doesn't mean everyone else is alerted, so he's probably going to be interested in coming over and see what he can find over there. So we'll see how this goes. So we'll come back to you after Astra Militarum. But it's actually going to roll a CP for that. I know it's not in the book, but then again, this mission isn't. Yeah, he didn't alert. He's good. All right, so other movement. He moved up over this way. He kept on his patrol over this way, and that's when the bomb squig goes off. So on a 2+ does a mortal wound. He does do a mortal wound. Oh, but he takes a flesh wound, so he's still alive. Was it? Oh, D3 mortal wounds. That's right. Yeah. So let's see if he is alive.
He's good.
Yeah, he's good. He takes a flesh wound. So because that happened there, we're going to see if we can alert the leader, and also to see if this guy got alerted. So we're going to go with the leader first. He's within 6, 4 up. Makes it on that one.
Sniper 3 up.
And the sniper 3 up because he's within 12, not 6. Yeah, well, that's 6. They're good. So no one heard him just complain as this squig went off on his limbs over there, left him with a gash down his thigh. All right, so now it's Snikrot's turn. He now knows that there's something going on, but Snikrot is now going to go. He's going to advance again. He's going to go 3 inches, or no, it's 10 inches total because of his 7-inch move, which is pretty crazy. And there he is back over there, looking around here. So the leader, let's see if he's alerted here, moved within range of him on that 6. He's good. He's unaware of what's going on as this other guy's complaining. He's like, something's happening here. And they're like, shut up. Stop it, Steve. Nobody wants to hear you complain about it. God. All right. So up here, he kept going with his patrol. And he is going to fire at Snikrot over here. So he's going to roll 2 shots because he's within 12 there.
-2 to hit.
-2 to hit because Snikrot being Snikrot. Obscured and gets the additional -1. So looking for 6s. Not getting anything there. But he is shooting at him. So let's see if the leader is alerted to it. Nope, he's good to go. He's wondering what's going on over here. Yeah, thinks exactly. He's taking some pot shots at rats is what everyone's thinking over here. So now Snikrot is going to advance again. The 2. So it's actually an 8-inch move because I was mistaken when I thought he was a 7-inch move. So gets him in down there. Moves within 12 of this guy over here. No, he didn't move within here. There's just this guy over here. So
we're good.
He's good. All right, so the guardsman here who knows what's going on, but nobody else is hearing him, has moved up here. If he gets within an inch of one of his fellows, they are alerted to what's going on here. But the sniper is already making his way on his patrol over this way. Moved his 6 inches back to the middle. And everyone else is just holding their positions the way they should. So that's going to be it for the Astra Militarum here. Now Snikrot is going to charge into my heavy guy. He's unaware at this point, so he will not fire Overwatch. Here comes his charge. Oh, with an 8-inch charge. Makes it in there. There he is, leaping over the edge onto this poor unsuspecting Scion gunner. So he's going to have his, 5 attacks here? 6 attacks. Ooh, buddy. These are going to be hitting on 2s.
I think he was just getting warmed up on red.
Yeah, he was just getting warmed up on red.
That's why he had 1 less attack. Not because I didn't know the profile.
Yeah, not because he didn't know. It's because he was just warming up, of course.
Yep.
Here we go.
2s and 2s.
2s and 2s. That's going to be all but 1 hit. And then strength 6, so wounding on 2s. That is going to be 4 wounds there.
5 up saves.
4 5-up saves. Alrighty. Because it's -2, right? -1. So yeah, 5-up saves because he's a Scion. Oh, he almost makes it. Oh, is it worth? But if I do that, because we only started with our starting CP, because we're not really doing turns here, otherwise it would just build up ridiculously. So I had my 2. He had 3 because he was down 15 points. So, oh, buddy. I can't alert everyone if he survives because of this.
So do you want to bank it on the flesh wound?
I'm going to try to bank it on the flesh wound.
Alright, 2 damage.
Here we go, 2 damage. Oh no, the 4, he's out. And because he killed him over here, let's see if the sniper is alerted on a 3-up. He's good, does not hear it. All right, so the sniper continued with his pathway this way, and then up behind him comes the guardsman. We're gonna call him Jake. Oh no, Steve, that's right, Steve that no one was listening to. Dang, Steve. Runs up and taps on the shoulder and goes, look over there! And he's like, what, over there? Oh my God, look at that! It's a scary looking orc, man. And he just killed Darren over here with this. Our heavy guy over there. Darren's just like falling in pieces all over the place. It's like, oh, gross. But he sees him. So he's going to fire at Snikrot over here. -2 to hit from him over here. I'm going to fire the plasma. I'm going to supercharge because I want to try to, I really want to get him. So it's going to be hitting on 5s because it's -2.
Oh God.
Okay, so no hits, and I rolled a 1.
You want to reroll that one?
I'm gonna spend a CP to reroll that 1 because I don't want him to die. Oh no, he's the sniper, so he does get to reroll anyway. Into a 4. So no CP, but he is the sniper, but he doesn't die, but he doesn't hit. So Snikrot is avoiding it. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna spend my 2 CP to Vox for help Steve once he taps Jacob? Yeah, Jacob over here on the shoulder. And he says, Jacob, look at that guy. He's like, oh my God. And he shoots his plasma gun, almost blows up, but because he's a sniper, he somehow knows how to not do that. And then Steve runs up and he's like, oh my God. And then he's like, calling on the Vox. He's like, even Jacob knows about it now. You got to believe me. So he's going to try to alert everyone.
Meanwhile, Jake's the skeptic and it's like,
yeah,
I don't know what I saw.
Yeah, Jacob's like, I don't know, but I shot whatever it was over there. I'm never going to say that Steve was right.
So these
Dang,
are
Steve.
for the other 3.
So here we go. Into the other 3 over here.
So 1 or 2 I failed.
1 or 2. He failed.
Starting with the leader.
Leader over here. He's unaware. He says, shut up, Steve.
Drake himself.
Drake himself. Yeah, shut up, Steve.
And the flamer.
And the flavor guy. Yeah, Steve, shut up. All right, so his attempts to alert everyone only worked on Jacob over here. So now Snikrot says, I'm going to have to kill you both. But it sounded more like, oh, I'm going to have to kill you both, or something like that. Get snicked. That's his catchphrase. He yells it every time he's going to kill someone, which is why you have to alert. He yells it. So he's always very good at making sure that the opponent, like the person he kills, never makes a word, like never makes a sound when he kills them. But he always yells, get snicked, every time he does it, which is why you have to see if the other people hear that. That's what the check's for. So he's going to charge into these guys. I am going to fire Overwatch, so we're going to go with the sniper guy. I'm going to supercharge because that's what I want to do. Nope, no hits there. And then let's see if Steve can do it. No, Steve can't do it, obviously. And he is in with an 11. He's in.
1 second to look up.
Steve is really questioning his life decisions here about joining up with Janus Draik's crew. Also, his choice of friends, since everyone's a big old jerk face and didn't believe him, and now he has to face off against Snikrot. So Boss Snikrot's like, I believe you, Steve. As he sticks him with his pointy stick. All right, so he's going to be putting 3 attacks into each of them over here. So who do you want to start? Let's start with Jacob, the Scion gunner there. So 3 attacks into Jacob there. That's going to be 2 hits. Wounded on 2s. That's 2 wounds. AP -1. So looking for 4-up saves. No, 5-up saves. He's actually a space marine. No, he's going to take it. So it's 2 damage. And with the 2s of flesh wound, do you want to reroll?
We'll spend the
all right, he's going to spend his last CP to reroll it. And on that 4, he's out. I should have believed you, Steve. And then the other 3 into Steve himself over here. Ooh, only the 1 hit into Steve. Oh, but that is a wound. 6 up save. No, he's a 5. Oh, and that's 6 and Steve finally. And 3 also would have done it because he's got the mortal wound already, or the flesh wound already. And with that, Steve goes, with my last breath, I curse you, Jake. All right, let's hear if he hears his call, his last call for to declare that with his last breath he curses Zoidberg. Let's see if the leader hears it. No, he does not. Let's see if Drake hears it. No, he does not. And sneaky Git continues his sneaking.
9-inch charge.
All right, so Snikrot, he advanced. He advanced and ran over this way, and got to the edge here,
I moved
and then
12, so I'll do that real quick.
Well, no, we'll find out because this is going to be the end of your movement. Is the jump down, and then he's jumping down. So it's 9 inches down, which means you have to roll 2d6.
I was going to hold for a charge here.
Oh, you're going to hold for a charge to jump down.
Jump down.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's way better. Okay, yeah, let's see if they hear you running across up there. So, nope. Nope, they're good. Nobody. Oh, and him because he.
Flavor guy.
No, nobody heard. So he ran over here real sneaky, and now he's over here, and he's going to jump down. Who are you charging with this jump?
The flamer.
The flamer guy. Oh, he's going to charge into the flamer guy with the jump thing. He's not aware, so no Overwatch is coming here. So he jumps down.
Here we go.
Oh, no, I think that makes it because the jumping doesn't cost any movement.
Oh,
so that would just, it's basically you're just charging from there.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so you made the charge. Let's see if you injured yourself during the jump. So you have to roll, so it's 9 inches down, so which would be 3 dice, but because he's jumping is -1 dice, so it's 2 dice and 5 plus.
He takes 2 mortal wounds.
He takes 2 mortal wounds. He takes 2 mortal wounds. That's okay. Because what happened was he tried to land like the superhero landing, like on his knees, and he was like, "Oh no, that hurts like a lot." That was real bad for the knees. Yeah, because he used to be an adventurer before he took an arrow to the knee.
So he took a last bolt
until he took a last bolt to the knee. But he makes that charge in there, and Enrique is like, "Oh no, I should have listened to Steve. Look at this guy."
Snikrot's just doing the Altair jump.
Yeah, the Altair is like you just hear like this eagle as he just flies down. Maybe that's what it was. That's why he got hurt because he did the dive like Altair, except there wasn't any.
Face planted.
Yeah, he just face planted into the screen instead of into one of those hay bales.
No one saw it. He was fine.
Yeah, no one saw it. He was fine. He got up.
He wasn't fine. He took 2 more.
Yeah, he took 2 mortal wounds, but he's still alive, and that's all that matters for Snikrot. And these are his attacks into Enrique over there. Oh no, Enrique is he's not feeling good there.
5
6 ups. Come on, Enrique, you can do this. Fill faces. No, not a single one. 2 damage. Oh, and he is out. Enrique goes down. All right, let's see if these guys are alerted. We're gonna go with the leader first, so it's gonna be a 4 up. Oh, he's good. He doesn't hear anything, but Drake we're going to do is a 5 up. Drake hears it, and he goes, what the heck was... Oh, my God! Look at that guy! And now, let's see what happens. So Janus Draik turns around, and he looks, and he says, oh, God, look at that guy! I should have listened to Steve! And Steve from the underworld is like, told you so! Actually, he doesn't even say that, because he's like, yeah, he's just totally down. But now he is going to throw his Archaeotech grenade, the one that he has. He only has one with him at any time, so he's going to be grenade D3. He's going to have 2 shots here. These are going to be looking for, I should have looked this up before. Oh, come on.
3s to hit, 2s to hit.
It's going to be 3s to hit.
Not
obscured and not in, and I think he's within half range.
A little bit.
Oh no! I don't even have any CP left because of Steve's failure to alert everyone.
Not Steve.
Oh, Steve! That's all your fault there, Steve. So now, Snikrot, having just seen Janus Draik just heave a grenade over his head, is now going to charge into him over here. Actually, I can shoot. Yeah, I can still shoot because I am alerted now. So I'm going to fire with my heirloom pistol. So it's pistol 1. No hit there. I don't even have any CP. He can't do anything.
Does Drake have any rerolls?
He's got no rerolls. He's got nothing.
All right.
But yeah, so he charged in over here. Yeah, he is in. He is way in. All right, so now the attack's onto Janus Draik over here. Oh, that's how you do that. These are going to be wounding on strength. I think he's also toughness 3. So yeah, 2s to wound. That's going to be all but 2 fail there. So 4 wounds. -1. I've got a 4-up save, and I've got a 4-up invul save.
So 4 ups.
So 4 ups.
Do it.
Come on, Janus Draik. You can do it. Survive! No, you totally failed. That's going to be 2 damage each. Oh, he's got 4 wounds, so he might be dead. Let's find out. Injury roll. And on that 4, Janus Draik just takes it right to the chest and dies. Right in front of the leader, who finally now goes, wait a minute, what?
in my head, Snikrot just peeks out around the corner.
Yeah. Yeah, just goes. He peeks around the corner, puts his hand onto his lips, and then just like falls backwards off of the platform and just goes, shh.
And I'll take the fall test for that.
I take the fall test.
So it's still 3 inches?
Yeah, 3 inches. Take it.
He'll take
he will take another wound as he just falls flat onto his back and then runs away. So congratulations, Snikrot. You did it. You successfully killed Janus Draik because Steve couldn't be trusted. Oh, man. That was not competitive, but that was hilarious. And that's what it's all about. Having fun. You're playing a game with all of your fancy painted toys. That's what it comes down to. And yeah, when Harris was like, I've got the Snikrot model I want to do a kill team with, and I was like, yes. And he's like, let's do like a cool like mission that we have to do. And I was like, yes, we'll do it. We'll have them where they can't be alerted as they go wrong. And I'm very happy that we agreed to do this, because that was a ton of fun. That was a ton of fun. So, I hope you guys have all enjoyed this. I certainly have. I have been Phil, the Glacial Geek, as always. My opponent's been Harris, and I don't think I wooed at all. So have fun, and woo!